Okay, there are some more recent leaks and changes to leaks supposedly due to reshoots, so I want to talk about those in this video.
You're fulfilling your destiny.
Warning, there are spoilers for episode 9 in this video. If you don't want spoilers, don't watch. It'll ruin the movie for you, potentially, if these leaks are even true, which is really in question right now. So first, I want to talk about things that were leaked or heavily rumored and had multiple sources that are now saying, okay, things have changed with reshoots and them editing episode 9. First, as you know, we were supposed to open up episode 9 with Luke and Leia training, and they're younger right after Return of the Jedi, and Luke is training her in the way of the Force. And that just goes back to, we know Leia was Luke's first student, or was supposed to be, but she got pregnant with Ben right after Return of the Jedi, and then she wanted to help rebuild the New Republic. So supposedly we were supposed to open up the movie with them training, and then it was going to transition to Rey training on the jungle planet that has the new Resistance base, with Leia being her new Jedi Master. Well, according to new leaks, the movie's no longer opening up that way. They've changed it around. Why they have? Maybe they just decided it didn't work that well. Maybe it's timing issues. Are they getting rid of all the Luke and Leia flashbacks we were told we're getting? I don't know, but this is a pretty big change, and I was actually really excited to open up episode 9 with a young Luke and Leia training and having a lightsaber fight. How awesome would that have been to see? Disney, you take away everything I love. Again, I'm not really sure why they would change it. I think that would have been an awesome way to open up episode 9, but if this is true, I'd be really disappointed, because I love the idea of seeing Luke and Leia training together when they were younger. Speaking of Luke and Leia, the next leak that supposedly changed was, and I'll give a brief kind of summary to catch you up on this, just in case you haven't watched my other leak videos. So the thing right now is supposedly Rey is the grandchild of Palpatine. Palpatine had a kid, that kid had Rey. They hid Rey on Jakku, but they were found by an assassin sent by Palpatine, and they were killed. And I covered in a previous video talking about how we were going to see more of Rey's parents in a flashback, but they're cutting down a lot of that and just showing their assassination on Jakku after they hid Rey. Okay, now that you're caught up on that part, the next part is Kylo and Rey both face off against Palpatine at the end of the film, and Kylo gets thrown off somewhere into mist. Supposedly he dies, and then Rey ends up having kind of a vision, or rather sees the Force ghosts of Luke and Leia, and they help her have the power. You know the line in the trailer, 1,000 generations live in you now, but this is your fight. Supposedly that was from that scene where they are giving her all this power and information, and then she is facing Palpatine with Force Ghost Luke and Leia at her side. I guess now that's not happening, and it's just going to be a bunch of Jedi. Why I'm okay with this? I would actually love if we had a bunch of like Obi-Wan and Yoda and Anakin. If it just wasn't Luke and Leia. It would be a great way to tie all the episodes together if we had all these different Jedi standing behind her, or telling her, we will give you our essence to help you take on Palpatine and destroy him once and for all. I think that would be absolutely awesome. Might be in the minority, I don't know. Next massive spoiler, we were told that the Knights of Ren were going to turn on Kylo for one reason or another, and now it's being said that the lightsaber Rey fixed, the Skywalker lightsaber, though now it's officially labeled in canon as Rey's lightsaber, she ends up giving to Kylo to defeat the Knights of Ren. Where he turns on them, I don't know, because we know the Knights of Ren and Kylo are going to be on Pizanno, and there had been no leaks before this of both Rey and Kylo taking on the Knights of Ren, or the Knights of Ren gangbanging Rey. None of that either, so I don't know when or if this actually happens. It's just being said this is a recent change. Now there's some other bits of information I want to share with you in leaks. As always, take these with a grain of salt. You never know what is true, what isn't, and what will be taken out of the film or reshot or whatnot. I'm pretty sure these couple next ones are correct since they've been listed on leaked merchandise, though. So first, we had a Monopoly Episode 9 leak that showed the resistance base on the jungle planet is called a Jan Kloss. Kind of sounds like a Star Wars name and not the name of a jungle planet, but I don't know. It's kind of nice to have a name for the jungle planet that the resistance has their base on, though. And you'll notice that in shots of Rey training in the teaser and also of Rey and Leia hugging. It's that planet. There was another leak for the official visual dictionary for Episode 9 that shows Janna is from an oceanic world called Kif-Bur. Another kind of weird name, but I guess there are weirder stuff in Star Wars. It sounds like another character name to me. I was kind of hoping she was from Endor, but also her description shows that she's a badass warrior and has legendary skills, so I'm looking forward to seeing her fight. In Zori Bliss's End, there was a visual dictionary leak for her as well that shows she's in charge of a gang called the Spice Runners on Kijimi. We also know that her and Poe had a romantic past that was slipped by the actor, so they were hooking up years ago, and because of that relationship, she ends up helping him. Another leak states that the Pizanno chase happens after the resistance is found at this festival, and Poe ends up hacking speeders, which results in the chase we've already seen in the teaser. And that's not really surprising because there's nothing they've been hiding about Pizanno and how Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren are going to be on there, and there's going to be a high-speed chase. It was even in the most recent official articles, so they're really not hiding anything about Pizanno so far, so I doubt anything too crazy will happen on that planet. Now I want to talk about Claude and Wexley, and if you're going, who the fuck is Claude? Well, it's that guy. Yeah, the penis-shaped alien. Apparently, and I think I may have talked about this in reviewing some of the Journey to the Rise of Skywalker merchandise, he's an alien where there's a mistaken identity. The Resistance thinks he's someone he isn't, but he ends up helping the heroes anyways. So maybe that's going to be a goofy part of the film, but we now know that he's a good guy, which honestly, I didn't find him too threatening, so I'm glad he's not a villain. Also, I love the image of Wexley and him, because Wexley's like, what the fuck is this? Why is he here? Which is a bit, racist, Wexley. You're in a galaxy with a shit ton of species, and this is what you find weird? So judgmental. So hateful. Showing the true colors of the Resistance. Oh, and by the way, speaking of the visual dictionary leak, sorry, I forgot about this. We did get an entry leaked for the Knights of Ren, and they're making it sound like we never see them without their masks on. And it's saying that their masks are permanently on their face. So is it the man in the iron mask sort of thing? How do these guys eat and drink? This just seems like a poor costume design. But I wonder if that's hinting at, yeah, they die without us ever revealing who they are under the helmets, kind of like the Praetorian Guards in Episode 8, which kind of sucks, but you only have so much time to finish out this trilogy and close out the entire Skywalker saga, so I guess let's just piss on the Knights of Ren. And you may remember my other video, if you watched it, of course, where we're told that the Knights of Ren do have individual names, and even though the merchandise release for them just says a Knight of Ren, it's because they came up with the names too late to have on packaging. Which just seems so lazy to me that JJ created these characters years ago, and he never fucking named them. He's just like, here's some Knights of Ren, they're wearing these cool masks, and I don't know, what do you want from me? So the fact that they came up with names for them so late probably means they're never named in the film. Or maybe it's just one character says to another like, hey, Pad, let's go kill those Resistance people. I don't know, seems kind of lazy. Just gonna throw that out there. Okay, so what are your thoughts on everything I talked about in the leaks? Are you disappointed? Are you excited? Do you just not care? Do you think that Star Wars is dead? And it's never coming back?
Thanks so much for watching. Please like the video and subscribe for more Star Wars videos.